Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. Man, oh man, oh man. I just want to let everybody know things are taking shape right now, ladies and gentlemen, with Lonzo Ball. I was trying to explain to the people, but this is just the first step. You understand? Shout out to 2K Sports with the homage being paid earlier this afternoon, raising Lonzo Ball's rating. Shout out to Ronnie 2K. This 2K is pretty good. Everybody, has their own issues with 2K. Everybody every year, they got a problem with this, got a problem with that. But I tell you what, I got no problem with this situation here before us. I'm not going to hold the people too long unless the people want me to. We will be geared up tonight, but right now I just want to bring this breaking news report to the people. Lonzo Ball's 2K rating has elevated, ladies and gentlemen. Lonzo Ball's electrifying in this game as well. You understand? Lonzo Ball is nice. You understand? This 2K is sick, playing very well. Let's get into people's NBA 2K ratings for a second. This game ratings, I want to let everybody know it does mean something. You understand? For people that think 2K ratings mean absolutely nothing, it actually does. You understand? I wish let's go to, let's look how comparable he is to LaMelo. LaMelo Ball is an 87 in 2K, and Lonzo has just been elevated to an 83. With that 83, I'm telling you, it's very solidifying for Lonzo Ball. I guarantee you they've upgraded his shooting, his speed, his athleticism, his defense is definitely electrifying. I want to let everybody know, if you play with Lonzo Ball defensively in NBA 2K, I'm talking about the lockdown is serious. I just want to let everybody know, Lonzo Ball, listen, if you pressure somebody for full court, they're going to have a hell of a time. I'm telling you. I always lock down the opposing point guards when I'm running with the Bulls or I'm running with Lonzo. That goes back to his days in New Orleans and in Los Angeles. And the three is money. Do not leave him open. Anybody want to play me in 2K, just let me know. I will be dropping the gamer tag. I do have the new 2K for the Xbox Series X. You understand? So if anybody do want to play Flight Sports TV, drop your gamer tag. I don't have the new 2K for the PS5 for the PlayStation. So we will be gaming out if y'all want to know that. Anybody want to run some games, let Flight Sports TV know. We will be putting the games up and we will be filming live for the people to see. You understand? Because I want to lay the smack down in front of everybody. You understand? I don't want to just do you filthy by yourself. The world need to see this ass whooping that I'm going to put on anybody that want to step up to Flight Sports TV in anything involving video games. Don't ever get it twisted, y'all. I haven't played the game in a while, and maybe a few weeks, but trust me, it's natural. You understand? Like, just give me the goddamn controller. You understand? And then it's lights out. But all jokes aside, shout out to 2K today with this upgrade for Lonzo Ball. This was a mega situation. This is the start of something. That's all I can say. This is the start of something big. I can't explain it enough. Lonzo Ball is on the verge of something massive right now. This is just the beginning. This improvement by Lonzo Ball which we all seen coming. How could nobody see the writing on the wall now yesterday that Lonzo Ball was about to show out? No DeMar DeRozan. I know y'all couldn't have thought that Lonzo was going to come up completely small. I know y'all couldn't have fathomed that, could you? I mean, come on, let's be real. That's why I say I try to talk to y'all with some sense. Make things easier on yourselves. You understand? Don't do this type of crap to yourself. Yesterday, Lonzo Ball was electrifying. You understand? 20 points, 10 rebounds. I don't even know how many assists he had. I know the assists seemed like he didn't get that correct. Let me get the right assist number so I don't want to say the wrong thing. Lonzo Ball last night. Hold on. I'm sorry. Lonzo Ball had 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. He shot 47% from the field, and he shot 50% from the three-point range. I don't think people understand how good of a three-point shooter Lonzo is. I know everybody has off nights. Shout out to Juju too. If you got time, we'd definitely like to talk to you about Lonzo Ball. This ain't a long live either. This is we're gonna be gearing up later on tonight. I just wanted to bring this breaking news report to the people. And if anybody do want to run some 2K, we could do that right now on live. You understand? Seriously, it's no problem for me. Nothing. It's nothing at all. You understand? Let me know who y'all run with in 2K too. When the last time y'all played 2K? But the news is out, man. Lonzo Ball's been upgraded. I wish I had the ratings for everybody. So the thing with 2K is their ratings switch up every goddamn situation. So you never really know. You never really know when the hell what's the change, because changes happen all the time. And we got Juju Knows Hoops in the building. Juju, what's good? Juju.
Yo.
What's good, Ju?
Hell yeah.
What's your thoughts on this? Bottom line is, before we get to the 2K, Lonzo Ball has been improving. What is your thoughts of the progression of Lonzo after this last game that just passed?
Well, Flight, I'm not really surprised. I mean, we've seen the flashes all season of Lonzo Ball being great. I think it was more or less about him getting, acclimated to the team, getting acclimated to the players around him, having a different coach, and also vice versa, the coach, knowing how to or learning how to coach Lonzo Ball the right way. And, Zach LaVine, other players, learning how Lonzo Ball likes to play and, the best way to, help the Bulls be successful, and also Lonzo Ball. And, last night was just a stepping stone. And, I've been saying this. I said in December, also January and February, this dude is going to start playing at a totally different level. And, I think this is going to be the first game, and we're going to see many more, but I think this is going to be the first game where it starts it all off. DeMar DeRozan isn't playing. So, this gives Lonzo Ball a clear opportunity to step up and take the reins. And I think that's what he's going to do.
Right. Well, I give people a sneak preview of what we're going to talk about later on tonight. I got Lonzo rolling in and laying the smackdown on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm talking about a virtuoso, Juju. I don't know if it's going to be 30, but it's going to be something like this, maybe better. You understand? I expect the assists to go up. Lonzo, no, those assists got to get picked up. You understand? But offensively, you see a switch flipped in Lonzo, like, okay, I got to put the ball in the hole. I know you noticed some sense of aggressiveness.
For sure. I think that's mostly he sees DeMar DeRozan is, out, so he has to step up and be a little bit more of a scorer. And we're seeing him take a lot more mid-range shots. We're seeing him attack the rim a lot more. I think also last night he had 4 free throws as well. So, all around Lonzo Ball, his whole game is just, you're seeing it much more on display with, DeMar DeRozan being out. And yeah, I totally see everything that, you're seeing with Lonzo Ball's game so far,
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how nobody could have seen the writing on the wall that Lonzo was going to come out big offensively. I knew it was going to happen. I didn't know how big it was going to happen, like what he was going to do. I didn't know if it was going to be 20, but I knew I was going to be an uptick in the way he needed to play. Because like Lonzo always says, he's going to do whatever the coach asks. Well, the coach is asking you to do a little bit more offensively. Like they lost 25 to 30 some odd points. They got to put, Zach did his thing. Do you think Lonzo Ball could sustain this level of play? Where getting into the 20s, making it a little bit of the norm with DeMar DeRozan out. Do you think this could be the norm for him? Talk to us.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think I wouldn't say 20 necessarily, but I do think he could average much more points than he's averaging right now, at least probably like 18, 19, maybe the highest with DeRozan being out. But I definitely see his scoring taking much more of a step because he's going to have to step up and be an option because at this point you're only going to have one ball handler because you have Caruso and DeRozan out. So it's going to be Zach LaVine and Lonzo having a lot of the ball handling duties. So I think in the back of his mind, he knows that he has to step up and be better. So yeah, I see his scoring definitely improving at least 6 points without DeRozan in the line.
What you like from Ayo? Did you pay attention to some of the other complimentary
Hell yeah.
pieces? What's your thoughts on Ayo?
Ayo, man, I underestimated him, man. I got to give the dude his flowers, man. He doesn't look like a regular rookie out there. He's playing like a seasoned veteran. I mean, his defense, his shooting, compared to how he shot the basketball at Illinois in college, he's a much improved shooter. And, his defense is really good as well, man, for a rookie. So on both ends of the basketball, even the stat sheet might not show everything. He only had 11 points. But, man, he does it on both ends, and he makes a lot of good decisions when it comes to passing the basketball as well. He's not a selfish player too.
Facts. We got SMG talks in the building. A fellow 2K player, SMG. We might have to pull the sticks out for him. Pause. You understand? Before we start up, what's your thoughts on this situation with Lonzo, man? Breaking news, man. 2K Sports has paid homage this afternoon. Talk to us as SMG.
Man, I already when I was in class today, I was just checking. Because it said that more information came out, said DeMar DeRozan will be out for 10 days. So in those 10 days, we will be playing 4 games. So Lonzo, he has 4 games to, get his shit together, show why you're not a 3-and-D, and show why you need to be a vocal point in this offense and just, ball out. But I really love, what he's doing on the court because yesterday he looked very assertive. He was mixing his game up. It's like he just knew what to do because in that narrative that Zoe can't score, like it's because we all know Zoe can score, but not like elite scorer. Like he's not a 3-level scorer that I always say he can be. Because if Zoe if he wants to be a 20-point per game scorer, he needs to become a 3-level scorer. Because no freaking player other than Klay Thompson is a great shooter, can just shoot threes all game and get 20. Nah, man. Not consistently, because you have those bad shooting nights. But honestly,
you're right about that. Yeah. So, do you think that he can do it? Do you like I asked Juju? Do you think he can sustain this?
I think he can sustain from 18 to 17 points. I'm not asking him to put 20 every night. I'm just asking for I'm asking for 16 to 18 this whole stretch when DeMar DeRozan's gone, and you need to get rebounds and assists. But I'm not even going to talk about his defense and his playmaking because it's already there. So I'm not even asking for that because we all know he can do that. So it's not really something we say, oh, Lonzo, can you give us defense? No, we all know he can play make. We all know he can play defense. So what I just really need to see is his scoring output. That's the only thing I need to see.
Yeah, man, you're right about that. You said the scoring output. I'm with you. I'm with Dex, man. Dex has said something a few streams ago where he was stating how the NBA wants Lonzo to do good. People are rooting for him.
Yeah, they do.
2K Sports just came out. It's like we want Lonzo to take that step, man. I mean, like I said, Lonzo, he showed it tonight. I just want every little thing Lonzo do. It seemed like the NBA, though, the fans, everybody's just ready to go crazy.
Big market.
This dude is a mega superstar. I don't think we've seen a player like this in NBA history. I mean, seriously.
He had the same hype as LeBron James, so like all that clout is still on his name. It's not like it went anywhere. It's just it died down because he became
the trials and tribulations.
Yeah, but I feel like Lonzo Ball's stock is just going, it's going up. So
listen, if this dude show out in Cleveland, it's over. I'm telling you. Yo, if he go out tomorrow and wow out, yo, my goodness.
So what are you asking for tomorrow? Like, what do you expect from him?
I'm expecting a Picasso. You understand? I'm talking about I'm gonna go 25-26. You understand? Like money hot. You like hot. I'm expecting Lonzo to be like money tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And we traded for Laurie Markkinen, so Laurie
Oh yeah,
Markkinen got
Marketing
vengeance
he
too.
might be. That's a revenge game for him.
He gonna try to show out. Is it in Chicago or Cleveland?
I think it's in Cleveland. Cleveland is solid this year. See, we might have to start reevaluating Cleveland because Cleveland is a different basketball team.
Yeah, because when we played them in the preseason. We almost lost.
Right.
So
Well,
because they
we got
had
all.
three bigs.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We got all access in the building. We're gonna get back to SMG because Dex, he a gamer now too. Dex,
Yeah.
we got breaking news. 2K Sports has officially paid homage this afternoon. Lonzo Ball's 2K rating has been upgraded, and I'm telling you, we have not seen the last upgrade for Mr. Lonzo. Dex, you there?
Shout out, yes,
Yeah.
sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ. Definitely the hottest shit in the streets. Everybody around talking about Flight Sports TV. Who is Flight Sports TV? What is he's about? Why is he trending all over YouTube? Like I was telling you, Flight, or if you had a Twitter handle, man, you'd be the man. Or if you do have a
I just started dumping on Twitter today for the first time.
yeah, you finna get a whole lot of Twitter reaction because yeah, they checking for Flight Sports TV. When you put in YouTube search engine, whether it's the Bulls, whether it's Lonzo Ball, Flight Sports TV is on the top of the engine food chain. So your algorithm is just out of control right now. Shout out to YouTube for recognizing that Flight Sports TV is what the people need out here. And like I'm telling people, see, get with the winning circle. That's all I can tell you. And I'm also hearing a lot of the jargon on Flight Sports TV being promulgated and announced on other aspects of media. Some of the things that we say here on Flight Sports TV, I'm starting to hear that a lot. Now, you can't prove it's from Flight Sports TV, but only thing I know is that a lot of us use certain jargons because we have people from the West, the Midwest, the South, and the East, and we all use our jargon. And when we bring it all together on Flight Sports TV, it's a combination of the what I call the synergy of language. You follow what I'm saying? And this linguistic style that we use as a collective, it is very entertaining for those who are watching from the outside, whether they give us credit or not. And yeah, shout out to 2K22 Sports for up in the rankings of Lonzo. But there's some things I want to share though, like this. What I want to share. We in week 8. Listen, this is we in week 8. Chicago Bulls Nation, run with us. See red, and the Chicago Bulls rank has ascended 6 slots from 10 to 4. We are ranked 4, right behind the Milwaukee Bucks, right behind the Phoenix Suns, and right behind the Golden State Warriors, who are ranked number 1 in the power rankings. Listen here, we finna play Cleveland right tomorrow. Cleveland has ascended 9 freaking slots. Cleveland had the highest jump of all the teams. So nobody can say if we beat Cleveland, that's Cleveland. They this, they that. No, you cannot say that. Cleveland is healthy. They're ready. They're sitting on the Bulls right now. And hopefully we can go and smash them like we supposed to smash them. You follow what I'm saying? It will be a home game. This is our last home game for this week.
I think it's in Cleveland, Dex. Double check that.
No. It should be a home game for the Bulls. And they go on the road to Miami, and they go on the road to Houston, and they go on the road to New York. So we see Cleveland getting ready to go on the road for a string of games that's going to be crucial. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is a home game. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
They're in Cleveland tomorrow at 7.
Oh, it's in Cleveland?
Yeah.
Oh, then my schedule, I mean, I must be looking at something wrong because it says Cleveland, at Miami, at Houston, at New York. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking at it wrong.
Yeah, somebody keeps spamming the chat about Darius Garland. Y'all need to stop this.
Now listen, when they go into Cleveland, because Cleveland, that you know what, you're right, because I said Cleveland is sitting on the Bulls. They sitting waiting. So you're right. I don't know why I had a Freudian slip. You're right, because I said Cleveland right now is sitting on the Bulls, waiting to welcome them into Cleveland Arena. You follow what I'm saying? And I hope that C Red will go in there and smash these boys for old time's sakes. You know, back in the Jordan era, when it was Jordan and Pippen and Livingston and Horace Grant. You understand what I'm saying? When we had those individuals for C Red. Hey, listen, and when we was playing against Larry Nance, Craig Elo, okay, Mark Price, Brad Daugherty, Ron Harper and company. We want that kind of fever when we go into the Cleveland Arena and mop these Cleveland Cavaliers. You follow what I'm saying? Since they want to sit and wait on the Bulls. So anyway, we in week 8. We got Cleveland coming up. Then we go at Miami. We go at Houston. We go at New York. And we have an opportunity to go 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. Again, starting tomorrow. We can start another 4-game win streak. Right now, 16-8. Our pace is at 99.3. That's 13th in the league. That's not really what the Bulls really want, because that's middle of the pack at pace. Our offensive rating is 110. That's 8th, so that's top 10. That's pretty good. It could be higher. Defensive rating is 105. That's up to number 7. At first, the defensive rating was like middle of the pack. Now we're ascending, so that's good. So the net rating is a +4. So the Bulls are trending in the right direction. And we know it was a big week for the Chicago Bulls, and the Bulls came up big this week. They almost blew 2 leads of more than 20 points now. Let's not get it twisted. But they held off those 2 teams. Charlotte was one of them, and New York was the other team. You follow what I'm saying? They entered the week directly behind them in the Eastern standings. Now, see Red, don't get too cocky. Please don't get too cocky, because there are teams out there gunning for the Bulls. Everybody's not liking how the Bulls is getting all this chivalry right now. The Bulls can do any little thing and everybody just explode in the social media world. And people doesn't like that. We're not hearing anything from the darling Lakers. We're not hearing anything from the darling Brooklyn Nets. We're not hearing anything from the darling Boston Celtics. We're not even hearing anything from the darling Miami Heat. None of this. None of those former media conglomerate giants we're not hearing anything from. We're barely hearing a peak squeak out of Golden State Warriors, and they are a former dynasty, only because the Bulls are surging in the type of players the Bulls have. It almost seemed like they have California rejects. Look at this. Vucevic, DeRozan, Caruso, Lonzo Ball. Should I go on more? Should I go on more and talk about these California Bulls? Chicago Bulls. Now, for the second time this season, they beat Brooklyn with a big fourth quarter. You know, and there are only 4 players who shot better than 50% on at least 20 clutch shots. And the Bulls have 2 of those 4 players. And we all know who those names are. Should I proceed by introducing these 2 MVP candidates? Or should I let the haters rest and don't mention those names? Because every time you mention Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, they quiver. And then if you throw in Lonzo Ball, they break. So I'm not going to even do that. I'm going to spare the haters this time. I'll let Flight torch y'all. And shout out to Flight Sports TV now. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, because y'all seen that video Flight Sports TV put on his Instagram. Oh my God, he just shitting on you guys. He's shitting on the haters. You follow what I'm saying? Let's celebrate, C-Red. You got DeMar DeRozan. Listen here now. You got DeMar DeRozan. He's out. He's going to be missed. He is 12 for 21, and Zach LaVine is 15 of 29, and both of those are north of 50% in the clutch. That's north of 50% in the clutch. We have 2 of them. also combined to shoot 34 for 35, 97% unclutched free throws. Bulls is clutch, man. You can't and listen, man. You can't laugh at C Red, man. The numbers won't allow you to laugh at C Red. You have to be a doggone lunatic to sit around and try to laugh at Bulls Nation. I mean, not this year. If you want to do any laughing, you better take some statistics from yesteryears, but not today. You can't do that. In game 15 through 19, the Bulls was one of the worst 5 game stretch of the offense this season. They was only averaging 106 points per 100 possession. In games 20 to 24, the Bulls are the best at 119 per 100 possession. DeMar DeRozan 28 points on 50% shooting over those 5 games has been fantastic. And Vucevic, okay, he needs a little work. 18 on 51% has seemingly found his shot. We know yesterday he didn't shoot that well, but he still put up a 20 and 10 package. So we'll take that with a win. He had more buckets from outside the paint in the wins over Charlotte and New York, 13 for 22, than he had in his previous 6 games combined, 12 for 40. So we give Vooch, we give Vooch some. He came through in a few of these games that in this win streak. Now, having clinched the head-to-head tiebreaker with Brooklyn, the Bulls are just, there was a half a game, you know what I'm saying? Now they're solely in first place. You feel what I'm saying? Over the Nets in the East, and both teams have a relatively easy schedule. And the final meeting will be, I think, January 12th in Chicago. So, hey, they Brooklyn got action at Chicago again, and we welcome them. Come on, man. Come on to the United Center. We'll whip that head again. We'll whip it to the fat meat. And, of course, the Bulls have some teams on their trail, too. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like we just out of the woods just yet. The East is very tight. And their first meeting with the Cavaliers, who are 13 and 11, and they're surging. I mentioned them. They're surging in the power ranking. The Cavaliers have the biggest leap in the power ranking of all the teams that are ranked. It will be, tomorrow in Cleveland, like you said. They're sitting and waiting for the Bulls, and they'll be looking for revenge. Cleveland ain't just rolling over now. There ain't no tombstones in Cleveland. Hey, they got that boy Evan Mobley. They got Darius. Hey, man, they got some boys down there. You okay? You can't sneeze at what the Cleveland have gonna put on that court tomorrow. So we got to play this game like it's the last game. We got to play this game like this game means if we win, we in the playoffs, and if we lose, we out the playoffs. That's the type of zeal and desire that the Bulls should approach this game. And having lost a close game in 9 days ago, hey. When they visit the 14 and 10 Heat on Sunday. So we got back-to-back tough games now that teams are really gunning for the Bulls. And we already know that when it comes to scheduling for the month of November and December, we already know the top 3 easiest schedule, I believe, was a Utah Jazz, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Brooklyn Nets. So the Brooklyn Nets is one of the top 3 teams with the easiest schedule thus far in the 8-week period, and we still see red. Bulls Nation, you follow what I'm saying? Run with us is atop of the team who had the easiest schedule. So now, when it gets into the grit and girth of and grime of the schedule coming in the future, the Bulls will have an easier go at it, while Brooklyn, it'll be tough for Brooklyn. And it'll be tough for Milwaukee, because Milwaukee is one of them teams also who have one of the easiest schedules coming into the 8-week period. So now we're gonna tail off from some of the tougher competition and get in some of these bottom feeders, and we should just feast on these bottom feeders like Brooklyn and Milwaukee didn't feast on. So now they're getting into the tougher part of their schedule, and it looks like they might fall off even more. So, hey, give a round of applause for the Chicago Bulls and how they playing. They did not miss a beat last night. They played very well. Big ups to Zach LaVine in his big third quarter, and big up to Ayo and his maturation coming into his own. And like I was sharing with No Panic, he was playing point guard. I know everybody was arguing at me, but I know what I was looking at. And when I watch the Chicago's Bulls post-game live show, they always mention Ayo playing point guard. And now they said he moved up the ladder to be the backup point guard. Maybe even when Caruso come back. We don't know. That's just the talk right now. Depending on how healthy Caruso is when he comes back, he might not get all the playing time. Ayo might get a lot of Caruso minutes until Caruso firmly heal that hamstring, because we know a hamstring it can linger on for a very long time. It could linger on throughout the season, because remember, I believe it was James Harden had that issue for a full season, where his hamstring kept coming on and off and on and off. It was pulling, it was tightening up. So hopefully Caruso can fully recover, but if not, Ayo will get those minutes.
Dex, I got to get back with you. We got breaking news in the NBA to report on LaMelo Ball. Head over to the other live. I just sent it to you. We going live in 30 seconds. It's Flight Sports.